appreciate you being part of that. And are you ready to share your story today?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see who else is ready to share theirs as well. We'll get underway here in about another 2 minutes. So you got 2 minutes to get your people on. Say yes, it is Super Bowl Sunday, but we are getting together to hear the stories. So.
Hello, Sam.
Hey, James. I recognize that voice. Great to have you here.
Yeah, glad to miss you.
Hey, James.
Hello there.
How
How you doing?
doing good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. I
Good.
love the background. That background is nice.
Good. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to be underway. Countdown timer is going. We're probably about 30 seconds away from the music shutting down, and we will be underway. Send a quick text message out and say, "Get on." It's going to be a quick one today. Thanks, Errol and Horace, for being my co-hosts.
No problem.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. It's good. Going good. Been a busy couple of months, but it's quieting down.
Yeah, glad to see you again.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
All right, it is 3:02. Let's lower the music down, and we will be underway. Still waiting here for Dr. Prasad. He'll be joining us just for a short period of time today, but very, very exciting to have all of you here. You've got you've still got time to reach out and say, "Get on." Today's about the stories. So we will be underway here as soon as I can go ahead and get our house in order. And I will, I'll do this first. Let's go ahead and get everybody admitted and then everybody muted. Awesome. Okay. You guys, we are already streaming to YouTube. This is an exciting day. I can't believe that it's gotten here so fast. Already the 9th of February. I look at what the last 10 days of January was like for all of us as part of Engage, and just that 10 days of awe. What a difference 10 days made. And it's crazy to think that tomorrow is going to be 10 days into February. What all have you done? Who have you reached out to? What significant impacts have you made in other people's lives? Well, we are here today to make sure that all of you get an opportunity to share your stories, to share your experiences with these incredible Engage products. We call them Micro Daily products. And we're all part of the Micro Daily family or Engage. If I were to put my hat on here, you'd see it just said it would say Engage on it. That's the name of the company. And in fact, here let me just grab the hat here. Love that logo. Love it. If I get it straight right here, that really signifies what we're all doing here. That's those three figures embracing each other there, locking arms, moving into the future. Just love where we are at in this place of time and history. As you understand, today's that day where we bring our stories. But before we get into the stories, as we're still waiting for our special guest, Dr. Prasad, let's go ahead and make sure that we have our disclaimer taken care of. It's important with us discussing these stories that we have this taken care of. All right. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is solely for educational purposes only and includes recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage, the micronutrient company, does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. However, Engage's products are designed to, are formulated to address nutritional deficiencies and supply the body with the required nutrients. It's important to note that nothing here is meant to be a substitute for professional medical treatment or a consultation with your primary healthcare provider. So exciting that all of you are here with us today. Love the energy that you bring. I can see we're already over 50 connections, and that doesn't even count for those that are joining us live on YouTube or for the replay. As I stated today, if you are not aware, or if you are watching this at a later point, this is Super Bowl Sunday. We are already experiencing the 9th of February. Amazing to think what has happened just since well, it wasn't even the middle. It was the last 10 days of February. I mean, the last 10 days of January. I look at January 21st, when we first heard about these let's see. Hello, Dr. Prasad. Great to have you on here. I'll pull you up here in just a moment as we get underway. Wow, what that last 10 days did for my understanding, for really my appreciation for who Dr. Prasad is, and I'm going to just pull him up here onto the screen with me, because we only have him for a short period of time today. I say short period because as part of the Engage family, we all know that family comes first. And Dr. Prasad and I visited earlier today, and we realized that this being Super Bowl Sunday, Dr. Prasad, you referenced that you have an opportunity to spend time with your family, that Che, not only your son, but your apprentice, has scheduled a family get together over at his place, and you are going to be enjoying those Super Bowl commercials as a family, right?
Yes.
Okay. And in order to do that, in order to be on time and support his son and the get together of family and extended family, Dr. Prasad has asked to be excused at the bottom of the hour. So here in about 22 more minutes, we're going to allow Dr. Prasad to join his family and prepare for what's going to happen just later this evening. So thank you for that. In fact, I shared with Dr. Prasad that we have plans as well. Now, many of you who were on Lunch and Learn at the end of last week, I said I'm going to be working on some things for all of you over the weekend, and we're not going to be participating with the big game today, because really it doesn't have any bearing on my income. But then Coraline, and you know Coraline, Dr. Prasad, she speaks her mind, and she says, well, for those of you that are celebrating, look at it, the opportunity that you would have when you're around other people. And what are you going to be doing? You're going to be eating. What a fantastic time to talk about the digestive enzymes, right? Dr. Prasad, you're going to be taking those digestive enzymes today.
Of course, I want, yeah.
Absolutely. And as you're talking about the difference there in your gut and the way that it's going to handle the food that you're going to slam in there, what a perfect opportunity to bring up this GLP-1 boost. And so I'm thinking, wow, what strong advice from one of our leaders. No wonder Coraline has said, hey, if you're gonna participate with the Super Bowl, use it as an opportunity to extend your knowledge and information. about these incredible products, digestive enzymes, and this GLP-1 boost. Right, Dr. Prasad?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. This week coming up, we're gonna Tuesday evening of this coming week, we're gonna have our recognition night. But I can hardly wait for all of you to join us on the 26th of this month. 26th, and
Yes,
Dr.
yes,
Prasad is looking there at his calendar because he's
yes.
on these things. On the 26th, he's going to be doing additional information, and it's going to be the launch, the real launch of GLP-1 Boost. So far, we're just in a pre-launch situation, and Dr. Prasad, well, he doesn't rest at all. He's even found out more information that he's going to be sharing with all of us that have already pre-purchased. And by then, Dr. Prasad, by the 26th of this month, all of those of us that have pre-purchased will have our products.
Yep.
So we'll be able to talk about products with one of these bottles in our hands, not just one, probably in many cases 3 of those bottles, because we all purchased a buy 2 get 1 free. And so, oh my goodness. Again, Dr. Prasad, how many times have we spoken over the last week about your new findings and what
Yes,
is
yes, yes. It's very exciting. No other product have that.
No, and that's why I'm just so grateful that we are here, that we have your input, that you are here leading us with the information, because truly, an educated mind takes action. And
Exactly,
that's
exactly.
that's what we're doing, is just educating individuals to the significant fact that a natural product, all done with herbs. In fact, I counted it up, Dr. Prasad. I looked at the label, and there's 9 different herbs that you have on there in the right combination, in the right quantity, and in the right form.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty excited about all of that. So you guys use this opportunity, like Dr. Prasad, who's there at a family gathering. Helen and I we've been invited to attend kind of the opening of it and be there and have some wings at the VFW, the Veterans of Foreign Wars post here. A lot of individuals are going to be getting together, and I'm thinking, what a better way than to take what Coraline suggested and go out into the community and share with others our experience with these incredible products. And so I just again, I want to thank Coraline for suggesting that we really take advantage of these type of opportunities, because it would have been easy for me to just stay home and work on projects.
Yeah, yeah.
but even Dr. Prasad is going to take some time off here on a Sunday evening and go spend some time with family. And Helen and I are going to go over and spend time with the Veterans of Foreign Wars and all the conversations that we could have as that takes place today. So, Dr. Prasad, today is all about testimonies.
Mhm.
I've already pulled up the disclaimer. I have read that, and so let's just, for the next 15 or so minutes that you
Yeah.
are
Love to hear it.
let's hear some of these testimonies from people that are on here today. Then we will excuse you, and then continue on for a few minutes longer than that. We don't need to be down to the VFW post until 4 p.m. our time, which is in about 45 minutes. And so let's just lean right into this. I'm looking for individuals who feel comfortable opening up your microphone, opening up your camera, and then just sharing with Dr. Prasad and myself and all of our audience on here. Over 75 people that are here right now, and I'm sure many of those have an experience with the Engage products, whether they be any of the Micro Daily family or any of the Boost products. This would be a fantastic time to hear from you. So I've got Elizabeth Rojas right off the bat, and then Ed right after that. So if we could, Dr. Prasad, let's pull Elizabeth up here onto the screen with us,
Yes.
and we will hear her story because it's really today's all about our stories with the Engage products. Elizabeth, great to have you here.
Hi, great to be here. So I'll just make it very quick, but I think that this is very, very important. I have several stories, but I just want to share one that really has had a tremendous effect. Eye boost. I used to wear glasses. I was nearsighted, so whenever I drove, I would have to wear my glasses. At nighttime, I could not drive without my glasses. Several years back, after started using the eye boost, I went to I had to go renew my license. They told me to take the exam, the eye test. I did it without my glasses without realizing it. I passed. I no longer have to wear glasses. This was several years back. I've noticed that when I eat sweets, and if I don't take the eye boost, I notice that my vision starts getting blurry. And the moment that I start taking, and I wasn't, and I would like, I don't understand why my eyes are getting blurry, but I knew that I wasn't taking the eye boost. Then I read something that your vision, your cells in your eyes rejuvenate every 2 days. Is that right, Dr. Prasad?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's right. Okay, good. And I wanted to confirm that with you. You're the specialist, you're the scientist. So I said, oh, okay. So now I notice that when I eat sweets, like if I have a pastry or something, I make sure that I take my eye boost before so that it doesn't have an effect. And I make sure that I'm on it and I'm actually taking it consistently. And I've noticed that even if I eat sweets now, I can drive. I'm actually driving because I haven't given up driving, but I can drive at nighttime and I can see very, very, very clearly taking the eye boost. So that's something that I discovered, that the sugar that affects your eye vision. I noticed that. And so now I make sure that I take eye boosts, then I can go and enjoy a nice pastry.
Okay.
I wanted to share that with you guys.
And I would say if I were able to enjoy a nice pastry, I'd have to make sure I had a couple of those digestive boosts.
That's right, same thing.
And then it's helping my body break down those carbohydrates and sort between the good and the bad there. So anyway, thank you again, Elizabeth, for
You have to enjoy life as well,
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. All righty.
Thank
So
you.
next we have Ed Howard. Ed, your hand is up, and you're joining us from the top of the world.
Yes, Ed. Hi, Ed.
Yeah, let's
Hey, how you doing?
add you to the spotlight.
Dr. Prasad and Jeff and everybody. Yeah, I have a couple of personal testimonies just fresh off the press here.
Okay.
When we flew in the 19th of 20th, the morning of the 20th, into La Paz, from Miami to Bogota, there was no trouble. From Bogota up on the southern border of Peru, the plane lost compression at 35,000 feet. So what happened was he spiraled down kind of quickly around an Amazon town where there was the only way to get in or out was with airplane. They said we'd have to make an emergency landing if he couldn't get the pressure back up. Well, he got the pressure back up. We landed a perfect landing in La Paz at 14,100 feet runway. And we suffered pulmonary edema as well as cerebral edema. And that came on gradually over a couple of days. So, what happens is the nitrogen comes out in your blood and everything, right? And it tries to dump it out of the lungs. So the lungs started filling with water and all this stuff. Anyway, the testimony about the product is we were using, of course, the micro daily EMF. And I think that really saved us from further damage on the lungs and the brain, because the brain had terrible headache immediately when the pressure went off. And then gradually, we took that over time, and we finally realized what was going on. And we called for the decompression chamber down in La Paz, but they were busy. And so we came up with a way to treat it without having to go through decompression. Took a lot longer, about a week, but the microdaily EMF really did help Dr. Prasad very much, and it would take the headache away immediately, which was very interesting.
Yeah, very.
Also, very, very nice. Now, it wasn't a it's very serious condition, but we got away without any lasting damage to the brain or the lungs. At one point, for example, the lung surface was stinging, because what happens is that nitrogen has to be reabsorbed and gotten rid of by the transfer in the alveoli, and the alveoli fill with fluid and all that stuff. But anyway, it did help significantly. We did have some oxygen to use, and gradually we were able to wean ourselves off oxygen, and the cough was constant, and it finally went away. But that was one thing. Follow up on Joyce, who had very low pressure with the heart boost. She hadn't taken the heart boost, and she was having very low pressure, like 60 something over 49, with 40 or 50 beats a minute, 40, 45 beats a minute. When she took the heart boost, I think you remember, she explained how she went directly up to normal, both in pressure. Ever since the first heart boost she took, it brought it right back up, and it kept it normal. So, and that is going from zero sea level up to 14,000. So the heart boost, Dr. Prasad, she's sold on for life, and we really appreciate it. But those two experiences, it did take a while to get over the pulmonary edema and the cerebral edema, but we did get over it, and we really appreciate your products.
Thank you, Ed.
Yes, and Ed, for those that are brand new on here, just tell everybody where you're at, what elevation you are currently, and why this is so significant when you're talking about both yours and your wife's experiences with these products. Tell everybody where you're.
We're at 14,000. We're at 14,700 feet in El Alto, Bolivia, on the outskirts of the city. And the reason it's significant is because, like, if you take a car from sea level that's in like a carburetor car, and you try to drive it up here, you have to adjust the carburetor, just like an airplane. But so the same thing when you take a human, and we flew from Miami, which was like a couple hundred feet, up to 14,700. The body has to adjust to that.
Yeah.
And usually people will take, like several types of drugs to help them through the adjustment. But with the pulmonary edema and the cerebral edema, this is the first time we've ever had it in life. So we didn't even notice the change of altitude or anything. But it is quite a strain on some people when they come in, and then the body starts making more red blood cells and bigger ones until the equilibrium can be established with the absorption of oxygen. But it's very difficult to digest things. It's like 60% oxygen at sea level, so it's a big shock to the body.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
Well, thanks.
Yeah, really nice. We're really impressed with those products. They really work well.
Well, thank you for jumping on and sharing your story, and what some incredible experiences that you've shared with us today. And I know we have a little bit of an older population. How young are you and your sweetheart?
68 and 69.
Okay.
So yes, do have another experience with one of our friends if you wanted
let's
Yeah,
let's
it's
come
been a
back to
minute.
that. I know we've got some
Good.
others that are
Okay.
going to raise their hands, and thank
Good.
you again, Ed. I appreciate that.
Wonderful.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Ed.
My goodness.
Thank you,
Joining
Dr.
us on,
Prasad.
joining us on Zoom from 14,700 feet in Bolivia, and it's just amazing what when we get somebody like that so committed to other people's experiences and success. It's great to have Ed on here. So who is next? Who's ready to raise their hand and share their story with everyone today? So we've got about just 5 more minutes here left. So Dr. Prasad, let's see who's going to be that that special one that gets the last testimony in for today for you, and then we will keep going after that. Who's next? Go ahead, raise your hand, open up your microphone and your camera, if we could.
Thank you.
There we go. Thank you, Michael. Are you still traveling?
Nope, I'm home now.
All righty. Share your experience with everybody. Kind of give us a little bit of your background and your story.
Well, I'm Michael. I'm calling from Asheville, North Carolina. And I very haphazardly and randomly, I would say, ran into Beth, and I wasn't really open. I just had switched to 5G at home for my internet service. And I'll just say, because of past experience with misrepresenting the truth, I wasn't really open, to get involved with something that, nutritionally, like from a different company or whatever. Anyway, after I'd slept on it, I couldn't get past it. I was like, I've got to try this. And what happened with me is I had been dealing with whiplash for like between 2 to 3 years. And after just a few days of being on the micronutrients, I noticed I didn't realize I had brain fog. And so the brain fog left, the pain left. I was literally outside doing rock work like 3 to 5 days after starting the micronutrients. And that led to being able to play water basketball, getting into the gym, doing things that I didn't even see myself being able to do like for a couple of years, and, recovering well. Really life changing. My quality of life has definitely leveled up.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. It's unreal. It's unreal. It's amazing. So thankful for you and, your life, how dedicated you've been to helping others, and looking forward to seeing a lot more people helped with your products, your formula.
So. Yeah, that's my goal. That's our goal. An engaged family like you are helping us.
Doing our best.
Very fitting with your shirt there today. The inscription there, attitude of gratitude. That's what today is all about. So you planned exactly. So, all right.
Thanks so much for everything, both of you guys.
Thank you.
All right, so Dr. Prasad, just
Okay.
two more minutes here. Ed, we're going to see if somebody else is going to raise their hand first before we let Dr. Prasad go. And anyone else jump on? I mean, it's ticking down. Again, our special guest, Dr. Kedar Prasad, the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation, who has designed and formulated all these products for us, is here to hear the stories. And he's asked to be let go a little early here today because of a family commitment with the Super Bowl and his experiences there with his son. You guys, Dr. Prasad's son Che is Dr. Prasad's apprentice, as
Yeah.
it comes to working on these products. And the very first one, and we still got like about 30 seconds, the very first product that this father-son team has worked on together is this GLP-1 boost. And what an incredible just commitment to everybody's experience. As I'm putting together some education and some other opportunities, Dr. Prasad, before I let you go, next Sunday, we are going to be here with Bernard Dean, and it's going to be an Ask Dr. Prasad evening. And so let's, I'm sure we'll have a lot of questions like are already showing up in the chat. When will that be available? The GLP-1 boost, for those of you who have pre-ordered, it's going to be probably in the next few days. I mean, we were promised it before the 26th of February because that is going to be the actual launch. So, Dr. Prasad, it's 3:30 here for me, so I'm going to go ahead and keep you on time and let you spend some time. Give our best to Che, and thank you for the picture. In fact, let me just share this here with everybody. This is Dr. Prasad's granddaughter, and wow, you guys, what an incredible opportunity to see Indigo there receiving this award.
And the picture top, she drew it.
The picture right up above her?
Yes.
That's her? Oh my goodness. You guys, look at that picture, and what a special family.
Wow, she's beautiful, Dr. Prasad.
Yes.
Thank you.
And she out of
I love you all, and see you again next Sunday or before that,
Bye.
We love you too, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Prasad.
Thank
you,
Dr. Prasad. Enjoy the game.
Okay, bye.
What a fun time, you guys. This is awesome. I am gonna go ahead and just mute him, and we will do this as well. Okay. All right. Wow, you guys, what a fun evening this already is. I was thinking, when I said yes to Jonathan on tonight, I didn't realize that it was going to be right laid over the top of the Super Bowl celebration. But what a better opportunity to get together. I mean, and just share these experiences, these stories. Yeah, pretty exciting. Gretchen, she has her hand up. She's the next one. We're gonna go for another half an hour here, and then cut it off today. But it's fantastic to have over 90 people here. Gretchen, if you want to go ahead and open up your microphone and your camera, if you would, let's hear your story.
Okay, I can't turn on my camera right now, unfortunately, but I just wanted to share that I went to the doctor, and before, I don't know, a lot of people may not have known this, but I am a cancer survivor. And ever since I've been taking the micro daily, my numbers have been going up. And my last surgery was May of last year. And at that time, they did a bone scan where they had done a previous bone scan and told me that I was at the beginning of osteoporosis. But with this last bone scan, they said I have no signs of osteoporosis. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is they told me, they were seeing something with my liver. So what I did, I took a therapeutic dose. And what that means is that it's 3 times the dosage of what you take normally. So if you take 2 pills, it would be 6 pills. And if you take 1 powder, it'll be 3 powders. So I did that for a couple of weeks. And then I started weaning off doing 2, 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 2, and then 2, and then 1, and then so I could eventually get back to just the stabilization kind of thing. And so I went back and they did an MRI, they did they ran all types of tests trying to find something, and they could not find anything. So they said, your liver looks great, your numbers look great, your blood pressure is doing great. And I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing is taking the micro daily, the probiotics, I take the eye boost, and I do the heart boost, and the brain boost. And so I may do every other month with the eye boost, but significant difference with my numbers, because that's the most important thing for me, being in this stage of my life. And I have to tell you, it's nothing like going through that situation and coming out on this side, feeling like I feel, and being excited to share that my life is health-wise better than it has been in quite some time. And I'm very thankful for Dr. Prasad.
Wow, Gretchen, what an incredible testimony. As you first started talking there, and you're saying you've been on the daily micronutrients for so long, and all your numbers are going up. I'm thinking, after mentioning that you were a cancer survivor, to hear numbers were going up, I was afraid. But you're saying numbers are going up in your favor, that things are really changing in your body, not only with your bones, but wow, kidneys. I was one of the WhatsApp chat groups that I'm on. Somebody in there says, "Hey, is there anything that could help people with kidneys?" And you gave your own experience and what happened in your situation, and I'd love to be able to share this with them. So, thank you for the timing of your testimony.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Anyone else? I know Ed's got his hand up, and we can always go back to Ed, but I know that there's several others here that have had some great experiences. Go ahead and let's get your exciting stories out here for everyone. So, who is next? Bob Evans. It's been a minute, Bob. Go ahead and share your experience.
Hi there. How are you doing? Evening, everyone. Yes, I do have a story. Not mine. Not gonna be deteriorating mine today, but is someone that I have taken the product. A preferred customer, and this preferred customer. Let me see. I think my okay. Yes. This preferred customer. She started taking it in December. Right. They started taking the product in December. She had cancer, recurring cancer. It was cervical. Then it spread to her lungs, and of course, when she was put on to me, the way she sounded, I mean, she sounded really sick. Anyway, she started using a product, getting some results. Now, I spoke to her last Friday, and then she was telling me now she's cancer free. No cancer detected in her lungs. No, the cervical cancer, that's gone completely because I said it was recurring. Her numbers, her cancer numbers, went way down. I think she said it was at 8 or below 8 or something like that. But it was like 100 and something or cancer markers, right? And now she's clean. So no, she's really happy, using the product. She had to go on like 4 times the daily recommended amount, but it worked. And then I was, but as I said, it was just since December she started using it, and now she's totally free of cancer. And this is about 2 months, over 2 months she had been using it for. And now she has the result that she was hoping for. I'm happy for that. So that's one thing I wanted to share about this person.
Wow. Well, thank you. My goodness, Bob. Couple of months, increasing the dose to that therapeutic number that you're talking about, which is a 3 to 4 times to get those kind of results. It's priceless.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
yeah. Wow. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing with us here on this Sunday evening. That's
Anytime.
alrighty. Okay. We are going to go to Horace and then Pam. If you want to go ahead, thank you for having your camera open and your microphone open there, Horace. You're live here with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, thank you, Jeff. When I reflect back to 2023, when my health, I didn't think that was so good. And then I reflect back, look at today, the way things are. I noticed that it had to be the micro daily because my life really changed the minute that about 4 days after we opened our first pack and started to take the products, both mine and Beverly's life started to change. And from that day forward, it's only gotten better and better and better. So when I go to the doctor, I did have two concerns. When they put me on the Entresto and the Eliquis, I thought about my kidneys and the liver. I had a little bit of concern about that. But once I started taking the products and then getting good reports from them, I stopped worrying about that. So my micro daily products, they keep me safe as long as I take them as directed. And sometimes we also have to sort of trial and error. Maybe I might have a little ache here or there, and maybe the 2 micro daily that I've been taking, I might increase that to either 2 or 4. I'll take it the way that it works for me. And that's what I would suggest to people. When you have these different little aches and pains and things, don't just go through that. Take an extra dose to see how that works. That's what has worked for me, and that's what has worked for Bev, and that's what we tell a lot of our customers as we talk to them. I had one to tell me this morning that he had a lot of aches and pains, and I said, well, what are you taking? So he told me he was taking 2 micro daily, 1 probiotic. He was taking 1 omega-3. And I said, well, I tell you what you do, just increase it by a dose and let's see how that works. And if that doesn't work, increase it 1 more dose. I said, eventually it will work. So this is what we have to do. Sometimes it has to be trial and error, but I know for a fact that I wouldn't be feeling the way I feel right now if it wasn't for my micro daily products. I love that. I thank Dr. Prasad. I truly do appreciate you and what you have taught me, and I'm truly grateful for that. Thank you, Jeff.
Well, thank you, Horace. What a fantastic explanation of your journey and your experience, and I'm right there with you. I got on to just before the call started, and I took an extra dose just for that support while we're here, meeting with each other. So thank you again. All right, we have Pam. You are next, and love to have you share your story. And then after that, looks like we've got Miss Dolores. Go ahead, Pam.
Hi, how's everybody doing? I would like to say that I am in the 5th stages of kidney failure, and my sister and my cousin Trish got me on the products. I was just not being able to get up off the couch. I couldn't walk. I couldn't go far as the bathroom and back on the porch. I couldn't speak because I was out of breath. And when my sister and introduced me to the products, the first 3 days that I took the products, I noticed that I got up, woke up, went to the bathroom, I came back, and I wasn't out of breath. I was like amazed. And then I could talk. By the end of the week, I could talk, I could breathe good. And just recently, I went to the doctors and found out that I am no longer in the 5th stages of kidney failure. I am now in a 4. I started at a 13. I am now at a 17. My doctor is so excited. He's like, okay, now we just need to get you to over 20. So he was like, I'll see you in 3 months. And he was like, we're doing this every 3 months because I want to see you. I took all my products to him, laid them all out to him and said, this is what I'm on. He looked at it. He said, I'm going to do a panel. And if there's nothing wrong, you can continue to use the products. He called me back on Friday. He said, you're 17 now. Keep doing what you're doing. And every 3 months, we will check back.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I wish Dr. Prasad could have heard that. Thank you, Pam. That was amazing. Appreciate you coming on, opening up your camera and sharing such a special experience. Again, we are here as support for each other. This is a family. We're creating a space where it's comfortable to express what's happened in our situations. And so
Yes,
again,
Jeff, may I ask a quick question, please?
yes, go ahead.
The lady that just spoke, I
Uh-huh.
have a similar
Oops,
person like that. Could she
Okay.
tell me, could she say what exactly she took? Was it the core 4? Was it what exactly she took? So I can relay that to my person who's got the kidney problem. Please?
All right. Sure, I can give you 1 second.
I need a key eventually. If I can find, let's see.
In the beginning, I started on the EMF. The EMF was too strong for my kidneys, but now I am doing the original, taking 2. I am doing the probiotics, the heart boost, and the omega day. And when I feel sometimes like, I'm not having a good day, I do take an extra of the original, and that gets me going. So, I do that step, like he was saying, take an extra one, what's good for you. And that's what I do. I take that extra one and it gets me going. I start feeling great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. All righty. So, Dolores, I pulled you up, and then it wasn't you talking, it was Hazel. So go ahead, share your experience if you would.
Well, my experience with Micronutrients has been an excellent one. I'm feeling great. I've been taking Micronutrients probably for about 7 years. But what I wanted to mention was that when I feel any kind of way, like something is, I'm coming down with something, I will pop me some Micronutrients. Whether I've taken my dose for the day or not, I will, like at night before I go to bed, I do a couple. If I feel like I'm getting a little sniffles, one day I felt like I was catching something. I did me a therapeutic dose of EMF. I did 9 capsules 3 times that day. When I went to bed that night, I felt great. So Micronutrients work in any given situation. We just have to know that we can trust it. We can't be afraid to use more. It's not going to do you any harm. It's not toxic. No side effects. And I can say that for my whole family. We all use Micronutrients. My husband, my children, grandchildren, even great-grands. So Micronutrients is an excellent product. There's no product like our Micronutrients. Everybody needs it because we all need our immune system optimized. So I just say hats off to Dr. Prasad, you, Jonathan Jones, Dave. Thank you so much for the information and the product.
Well, and Dolores, look at all the people that you're helping. I mean, as many 3-way phone calls and text messages you and I share back and forth with each other, I know you really do care. And so just like you're thanking us, you have a lot of people, a lot of those preferred customers, because you're at that diamond level, that are also benefiting. So thank you for your help and your support.
Glad to do it. I enjoy seeing people get good results.
Awesome. All righty. This is just perfect. So we've got Hayden Green that's up here with about 10 minutes to go. Hayden, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hayden Green. I'm over here in Lehigh Acres, Florida. And mine is kind of a developing story. As a newscaster would say, it's a developing story, which I just started about 10 days ago to take the products. I take the Micro Daily, the EMF, the probiotic, the heart boost, and the omega-3. And the reason I started on it is I've been recently diagnosed with cardiomyopathy with reduced EF, but I also have type 2 diabetes. And I had a product I was taking. So I've been experimenting with it. I don't have any results to share yet on the heart part of it, but definitely on the diabetes. For example, at 3:30 today, my blood sugar was 214. Shortly after that, I took all my Micro Boost products, and right now I just checked it. It's at 128 right now. The medication never brought it down. It took like probably 7 or 8 hours before I would see any significant change. I've been doing this for the last 10 days. It has also kept my blood pressure in a lower range, 120 or less. I wasn't having that when I was taking the medication. So I put a pause on the medication just to see if it's really working. So I'll say this is to be continued. So, but as of right now, this is what I'm experiencing right now. And Bob Evans was the one who introduced me to the product. So we'll catch you down the road with this.
I like that, Hayden, where you feel comfortable even just after 10 days. You've stepped forward and the developing story, just like that newscaster, we're looking forward to come back on next Sunday, same time, same Zoom number. Love to hear what one more week is going to do for the benefits that you're experiencing. So thank you.
All right, 10-4 on that.
All right. A developing story. Love that. Okay, we've got another hand up here, Elizabeth. What else are you going to share with us here?
I just wanted to make a comment for Hayden, since he just started taking the Micro Daily. So my mother had the same problem with diabetes when she first started with the Micro Daily. I remember Dr. Prasad saying that when you start the product, usually the first 2 weeks, your numbers might be a little bit higher because your body is going through the change. So it's kind of normal for you're having the right effects, but there's an adjustment going on. So as you progress within the next couple of weeks, your numbers should start dropping, because my mother's sugar used to be like closer to 300, and those first couple of weeks it was like still in the 200s. Now her sugar is like 125, 130. She's been on it for a couple of years, so just keep at it, because it's going to change.
Awesome.
Will do.
Thank you for that suggestion, Elizabeth. We Curtis Shelby. Curtis, go ahead.
Hold on. Yes, here I am trying to get my camera on. There we go. Yes, name is Curtis, and I just got into this Micro Daily stuff here I'm taking, but I got into it because I had a situation with my colon. I had diverticulitis, which had bursted a hole in my colon. I had to do 6 inches of my colon was taken away from me. And at the same time, the colon was attached to my bladder, which they had to cut the colon, repatch it up, and also take care of my bladder. And so in the meantime, I was in the hospital after surgery, back and forth with colitis a couple of times. Second time, I ended up with C. diff, which was in the hospital. At the same time, they released me because I guess my insurance told me I couldn't stay there. So I had to go home with C. diff and take care of that. But in the meantime, my wife got in touch with Dr. Prasad and a couple other brothers that would help out. And they suggested I take six in the morning, 6 in the evening of the Micro Daily in the EMF until my C. diff was over. So I ended up doing that. And from then on, I was able to recuperate. I was gray, losing colors, and losing strength. Lost about 30 pounds in the process. But with that Micro Daily, I was able to recuperate. I was out of work for like about 3 weeks to a month. I came back, everybody was like amazed how I was able to recuperate. And I told them I was taking the medicine. And just recently, I just got a colonoscopy to see how everything was going on. And so this is what the doctor, a colonoscopy doctor, reported to my family doctor. He mentioned this. He says the preparation was good. The cecum or the CECUM, ascending, transverse, and descending colon are normal without any polyps, massive vascular abnormalities, or inflammatory changes. The anastomosis is normal at 20 cm. I do not see much diverticulitis before or after the anastomosis. The direct and reflect views of the rectum are normal. There are small internal hemorrhoids. So, of course, the inflammatory was the one giving me a problem with the colitis. So now I'm kind of over that. Good to hear good reports. I think it probably due to the microdata I was taking. So I thank everyone for that.
Well, Curtis, with you still here on camera, I just want to say thank you for coming forward and sharing again, not only you're feeling better, you're back to work, but then to have the doctor's proof there with a report. Congratulations, and
yes,
fantastic.
Thank you.
Glad you're part of the Micro Daily family.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. My goodness, you guys, wow. About 4 minutes left, and Gretchen's raised her hand again. We've got several people with repeats here today. Thank you. So, Gretchen. Oh,
okay,
look,
I put my camera on.
we there we go. All right, I'm going to just add you on the spotlight here. Thank you. Yes. Tell us what else.
I wanted to mention too about the diverticulitis. I had that also, and I actually had it while I was doing the radiation treatment. And I told Dr. Prasad about it, and he told me to get on the digestive enzymes. And he asked me if I was taking the probiotics, and I said, yeah. He said, take it every day and do the digestive enzymes. And so I did that. And when I went back about a month later, they didn't see the diverticulitis at all. Now that was in conjunction with the Micro Daily and the the therapeutic dose of the Micro Daily, because I was still doing my cancer treatments. So yeah, that it really worked, because they could not find any sign of the diverticulitis, and I haven't had a problem with it since 23.
Wow. Well, thank you for turning on your camera and coming up and just adding to Curtis's story. To see him nodding there in the background. For those of you, get back with the individual who invited you on and ask about the digestive enzymes. Ask about how the probiotics fit into there, because they're two completely different products. And the digestive enzymes you take just before you have a meal. The probiotics, it's recommended that you take those just before bed, so that as those capsules open up and you've got the 14 different genus, species, and strains of the probiotics in there, they interact with the prebiotics, which Dr. Prasad discovered back in the 80s. He discovered that butyric acid, that small fatty acid formed by the fermentation of those fibers, is an anti-cancer agent. And so he's got the right kind of fibers, the prebiotics, in with the right probiotics, the microorganisms. And what Gretchen just explained is amazing. So you want to do those at night, so that your stomach, that whole GI tract, goes undisturbed. You're not eating or drinking or moving around a lot. And so it's just really good to do that right before bed, just to add a little more information. Ed, we pretty much almost started out with you and Elizabeth, and so Ed, let's go ahead and have you close us out here today. You've got the last word. Oh, and for some reason,
can I ask a quick question?
Okay, yes.
Hello?
Go ahead with your question.
My name is Veronica, and I suffer with high cholesterol. Will this help me?
Absolutely. In fact, is there somebody on here that would like to just come up and answer her question? Because they've experienced it. Go ahead. This is your time. High cholesterol. Okay. Anyone else?
Should I go ahead?
Yeah.
Should I go ahead?
I've got Elizabeth Henry that was waving at me. If she wants to open up her microphone, I'll pull her up. Elizabeth, go ahead. You'll just unmute yourself. There you go.
I can say that I did not have high cholesterol, but after taking Micro Daily, it's even lower. It's even better. Okay. It was not abnormal to start with, but it's much better now.
Okay. Awesome. Wow. Well, there you go. Questions and answers right here. And Dolores, your microphone and camera is open, and I pulled you up here. Do you want to add to that?
Well, I was going to comment on my husband. With cholesterol, his doctor has been trying to get him on cholesterol medicine for years. He never took it. He's been taking the Macrodel almost as long as I have. Last time he got his labs done, there was no problem with his cholesterol.
Wow. There you go. Awesome. Matt, your hands up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say to the woman that asked the question, whoever invited her to the meeting might be able to help her with that too.
Yes, Elizabeth did advise me that it did, but I wanted to know from other people on the chat. So, yes, I like to hear from other people also. I'm a skeptical, so if it works for me, then, I'm a skeptical. So that's why I want to hear from other people. Thank you for your input, though. I appreciate it.
Love this. Thank you. Thank you for coming on there, Matt. Demetria Lee, your hand is up.
I have a question. I have a family member who was recently diagnosed with cancer. I think it's in the gallbladder, the pancreas, and the liver. And I'm recommended that they try the therapeutic dose of the microdaily. And I know you said that with cancer, they shouldn't have the collagen. Do they need to also take the probiotic and the omega-3?
Dr. Prasad. Yeah. Go ahead, Ed.
Okay. This experience was one of her friends, and it just recently happened. She started with asthma, and she first got rid of her asthma in a couple of months with just the probiotic and the micro daily. Then the micro daily single dose. Added the collagen daily, and it was 1 month, and her numbers went away. She said her doctor said she didn't have diabetes anymore, but she says, I got bad news. I'm diagnosed with cancer. So we immediately sent her 4 times the dose. One is a hydro, and then 3 micro daily caps with probiotic, 1 probiotic. She took that for 12 days, and she went to the doctor, and the doctor said, she went to the doctor to start chemo, and the doctor says, you don't need chemo, you don't have cancer. So she's like, well, how long do I have to take it? I'm like, well, Dr. Prasad says at least 3 months in this case. So she would mix up 9 microdailies in the morning with a hydro and 9 in the evening with a hydro. Then she would take a hydro midday. And you might want to add the, Dr. Prasad says sometimes 3 times a day. So she's on that. And then once she goes 3 months, then she's going to start dropping 1 capsule morning and evening every week until she gets back to the preventive dose, which is 3 morning and evening.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ed, for jumping on in. We had several people. I know I saw Gretchen's microphone come open for a moment. I just love how we're here to support each other. This is what the family atmosphere is all about. And we encourage skepticism. This is the perfect place to come in and ask those types of questions and be reassured, because all we're really doing is just supporting our bodies from a nutritional foundation, that we are giving our bodies what it needs, and our bodies are the miracle. And yeah, extra probiotics when you're in a difficult situation with cancer. It's not only the 3 to 4 times the dose of the micro daily EMF, it is also at least a double dose of the probiotics, because a lot of your immune system is contained in your gut. So, okay.
Well,
right.
Jeff.
Hey, yeah, go ahead, Wallace.
I appreciate everything you did for me on that therapeutic dose with that kidney problem I had. I sure appreciate it. So everything is all right now. So
really, because I was gonna, I didn't know if you were ready to come forward and share your experience, but yeah, I mean, what was it? Just coming into the end of the year, you had a lot of stress on you, and then goodness, your sweetheart passing. It's just gotta be really difficult. But to hear such good news with your kidneys,
yeah,
congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Wow,
God is good, ain't he?
Absolutely. My goodness. Wow, you guys, I'm gonna just end it right there, because that was one of the ones that made, a big impact on me. So thank you, Wallace, for coming forward. This is Wallace Garrett, everybody, and wow, you did. You had us all concerned, but I'm glad you just leaned into it, because I know the doctors wanted to do all kinds of crazy things.
Right.
I would love to hear a little bit of his kidney story. Is that possible?
Go ahead, Wallace. Share with us.
Yeah, what I did was I talked with Jeff and told me to get on that therapeutic dose, and I stayed on that for at least a couple of months, and then I broke it down. Then I went back to see my doctor and said, "You don't see it no more." So that was a blessing.
What was wrong with your kidneys?
Yeah, well, said I had kidney cancer, but I took that. Jeff told me to get on that therapeutic dose. That did it. And I went back, and everything, they don't see it no more. So that's a blessing.
Yes, it is.
God is good.
Wow.
Thank you.
So
that is so awesome. That is so awesome, Wallace. I'm
Yeah,
glad to hear that.
How you doing?
Hello, Jeff.
Thanks for sharing that. I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
That's a
Too.
blessing.
That was awesome.
Jeff, you keep doing what you're doing, helping the world. Keep doing it.
That's right.
Just keep doing it. Your heart is really into this and into people's health. You don't know how much you are appreciated. I'm telling you, you helped me. I was almost about to get knee replacement. Oh, I still didn't send you the picture of the healed knee, did I? I'm sorry.
I've got pictures of your old knee. So.
But you have just been a blessing to my family. You were a blessing to my Aunt Marie. We got to her too late, but when she started this product, she was feeling 100% better. She really was. So thank you so much for what you do, not only for my family, but for just people in general, people in the world. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, and thank you everybody for being here. We got to head out and find our way over to the VFW, and so you guys, I'm just gonna say goodbye. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. For my amazing co-hosts, and yeah, some of these things I'm gonna want to take Jonathan's recording of it and let Dr. Prasad experience the rest of what he missed today. So. Again,
thank you, Jeff.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
Good.